Welcome friends. In this video we shall learn the topic how to factorize an algebraic expression by grouping its terms. And this is very important topic. This method will help us to factorize quadratic polynomials, cubic polynomials and quadratic equations in class 9 and 10. And we shall learn this method of factorization of algebraic expressions by few examples. Let us start with example 1. The first example is as follows: x square plus xy plus 9x plus 9y. To solve this algebraic expression by method of grouping its term, first of all we shall group x square with this 9x and this xy with this 9y, because we can take common x from these two terms and y from these two terms, and if we take common x from these two terms we get x plus 9 in bracket, and here if we take y common from these two terms we get x plus 9 as well. So we observe now that this x plus 9, here x plus 9 is common in these two terms. So we can take common x plus 9, and what we remains in another bracket, it's x plus y. This x comes from here and this y comes from here. So the factorization of x square plus xy plus 9x plus 9y is equals to x plus 9 into x plus y. Now we shall move to the next part of this example. Now we shall move to the second example, and this is a square x square plus a x square plus 1 into x plus a, and we have to factorize this algebraic expression by method of grouping its terms. So first of all we shall multiply this bracket with this x, and then we get a x cube plus x, and here is a and here is a square x square. And now we can take common a x square from these two terms and 1 from these two terms. What we get? We get a x square into, here remains a and here remains x, and we can take common 1 from these two terms, we get x plus a. So what we observe? We observe that this x plus a is common in these two terms, we get x plus a into, and here is a x square plus 1. So this is factorized form of this algebraic expression. Now we shall move to another part of the example. This is the third part of the example, and the third part is, and we can factorize it by taking x common from first two terms. We get x minus z in the bracket, and here we can take common y, so it will be x minus z. Now we can take common x minus z from these two terms, so it will be x minus z into x plus y. So this is the factorized form of this algebraic expression. Now we shall move to the fourth part of the example, and that is a cube x plus a square x minus y minus a y plus z minus z. Now we shall, to factorize this algebraic expression, first of all we shall multiply this bracket x minus y with a square. We get a square x minus a square y, and here we get ay minus az, and here is minus z. Now we can group them like this: a cube x plus a square x, and here we can group these terms: a square y plus ay. When minus is outside of the bracket, then the sign of inside the bracket is changed, and here is minus az plus z. Now we can take common a square x from these two terms of the bracket. We get a square x, and here is a plus 1. Same as we can take common ay from these two terms of the bracket. We remains here a plus 1. Same as we can take common z from these two terms of the bracket. We get a plus 1 in the bracket. Now we can take common a plus 1, a plus 1, a plus 1 from these three terms. We get a plus 1, and here is a square x minus ay plus z. So this is the factorized form of the given algebraic expression. Now we shall move to the fifth part of the example, and fifth part is x square plus 3x whole square, and here is minus 5 into x square plus 3x, and here is minus y into x squared plus 3x plus 5y. Now we can take common x squared plus 3x from these two terms and y from these two terms. So it will be x squared plus 3x if we take common. Then in the bracket it remains x squared plus 1 because it's plus 3x, because it's x squared plus 3x whole square, and here remains minus 5. And if we take common minus y from these two terms, we remains here x squared plus 3x and minus 5. So we see that these values in the expression are same, so we can take common these terms, these values. So it will be x square plus 3x minus 5, and here remains x square plus 3x minus 5. So this is all about how we factorized an algebraic expression by grouping its terms. Thank you.